All right. Hello, everybody. I am getting myself officially situated after having Jen's sprints pulled up, but I believe we are now good to go. Hello, y'all. Welcome to some more, of course, NetGalley November reading sprints. Excited to be here for the next couple hours, and getting some reading done on this Friday evening, where I am at least. I just got home from work like half an hour ago and changed, ate some dinner really quickly. My husband is sick downstairs, so I will probably be in and out a little bit, checking on him and making sure that he's fine. Um, Timing was not great, but we're gonna make it work regardless, and I'm excited to hang out with y'all for the next 4-ish hours, a little bit less than 4 hours to get some stuff done. As per usual, let me know what y'all are going to be reading or doing during sprints. And if y'all are new to my channel, I'm Rylan, have been on BookTube for the last 5 years or so, and very much enjoy this community and have been honored to be a part of this readathon. So let me know what y'all are going to be reading or doing, and we'll just go ahead and get started in just a moment. As per usual, I've got our NetGalley November countdown timer ready to go, and it's just going to be a great and relaxing and productive evening. So I'll go through comments in a moment, of course, but I'll give y'all a little rundown of what I'm going to be reading. First, I have a physical arc of a thriller that releases on Tuesday called Best Offer Wins. So I'm trying to make some progress in this one ideally and finish it up by tomorrow so I can do a sit down review video for it and upload that video on the book's release day, because that would be the first time in a long time that I've actually read an arc on time, which would be lovely. So this is my main goal for tonight, but I also have an audiobook for the writing retreat for a reading vlog for Bookmas that I would also like to make progress on. So this is not a NetGalley arc, of course, but I will be doing a little bit of NetGalley reading during these sprints tonight. So should be good. 2 thrillers, enjoying them both so far, and I'm excited to make some progress in them. Let's see, hello, Christina. As per usual, Christina has posted all of the links that you may need or want. And then at some point, I will pin the upcoming sprints to the top of this chat. But for right now, I'll go ahead and pin the Sprint Train playlist in a moment when I put my stream on my other monitor. But yes, grab a drink, grab a snack. We're gonna dive in just a few minutes. Hello, Glenda. Hello. Today has been a bit hectic, so I haven't been able to read. Hopefully I'll be able to during these sprints for a little bit. Hello. Welcome to sprints. Hello. Welcome. Hi. Welcome in, everybody. I'm currently reading Fairy Tale by Stephen King. Super fun. I hope you enjoy that one. It's been a minute since I've read a Stephen King book, but I've heard that one is fun. Say hello to everybody who is joining in. Sorry to hear that. Hope the rest of your day improves for you. It sounds like you're making or baking something. So I hope that is fun, and hopefully you'll be able to get some reading in too. Hello, Jen. Going to grab dinner for the kids and probably finish paying bills or clean and keep listening to Good Hair Days. Love that. Love all the eating and productivity. I'll be finishing reading Dig by J.H. Markert. I'm at 88%. After finishing it, I'll be posting a review during these sprints. Love that for you. And I do want to hear your thoughts. I'll be keeping an eye out for your review, Glenda. Hello, Jess. Welcome in. My tween is not feeling great on our vacay, so I'm cuddling them while my partner and 10-year-old are at Epcot. I'm reading Want to Know a Secret by Frida McFadden. I'm sorry your kiddo is still not feeling great, but hopefully you're all able to relax and still enjoy the snuggle one-on-one time together. And let me know what you think about Want to Know a Secret. I'm getting close to reading all of her books, and that one I think is still on my unread list from her. Let's see. Jesse would love a drink of a different variety, but it's only 12 in the afternoon. It's very relatable. After my work day, I can relate. It's also 5 o'clock here, so like it's a 5 o'clock somewhere saying, fits right now, but I don't have anything in the house except for water. So this is what we're drinking for right now. Yes, sorry about your kiddo not feeling well. Definitely hope they feel better very soon. Especially sad that you're missing out on Epcot, but again, hopefully the snuggle time is still very relaxing and cozy. I need to record a book haul, then I'll be reading Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine by Gail Hunnigan. I hope you enjoy that one. I had it on my TBR at one point, but don't know if it's one that I would gravitate toward anymore, but I've heard it's really good. So I hope you enjoy it and always love a good book haul. So looking forward to seeing that come out. Hello, hello, Amber. I'm continuing Empire of the Dawn. Got to page 114 on the last sprint. I am thinking about asking for Empire of the Damned for Christmas because of sprints yesterday when you mentioned you're reading that. Because now I'm kind of in the mood to pick up some more Jay Kristoff, specifically that series. So love that you've been making progress on it. Hello, hello, Wayward. Or hello, hello, Jane. You're reading Wayward. Love that. Is that the one? One second, I'm gonna look it up. Yes, the one with the green cover by Amelia Hart. I hope you enjoy that one too. I've also heard great things about it. Um, yeah, the cover looks very cozy. Love it. Let's see. I crashed my browser. Oops. Oh no. Hopefully everything is working smoothly again. Then of course, hello to everybody who is hopping in. Well, I'm here for the next 3 hours and 45-ish minutes. Depending on when the next sprint officially starts. But I think our game plan, once again, is going to be 45-minute reading sprints. And then, of course, with breaks in between, I feel like that's been working out well on my channel. So we're just going to go ahead and keep doing that. I, of course, as I've already mentioned, will probably be in and out checking on my partner who is sick. And I don't know if I'm fighting something too, but we're good. And then I also have to run downstairs and just like pick up some things because the first floor is kind of a mess right now because the last couple days have been chaos. So I'll be in and out, of course, a little bit, but y'all will get to see some of my lovely books in the background when I am running around trying to get some little productivity things done. During these sprints. So, should be a fun time. We're going to go ahead and kick things off at 15 past, and we'll just go ahead and get reading. I think I am going to sit up here though for a few minutes first and get some reading done with my eyeballs because I have been corralling the children all day and have not been sitting down like very much except for at nap time, which is great. But I definitely want to rest for a moment. So I think I'll spend the first break at least partially focusing on this one. So I'm like 20% of the way through it, maybe. And in a perfect world, I finish it before I go to bed tonight. But I don't know how much steam I will have after my sprints are over because I have been up since 5 a.m. my time and gotten to work at 6:45 a.m. my time and just got home like 45 minutes ago at this point. So it's been a long day, but good. And the weekend is here, and next week is going to be a very light week, as most people, at least in the US, seem to be experiencing with the holidays coming up. I only work one day next week, which I'm very happy with. So it should be good. I just want to sit down for a moment and relax and unwind, which will be my first game plan for at least the first part of this sprint. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with my rambling self as per usual. For those of y'all who might be interested in this one when it comes out, it is about a woman who, so it's a thriller, and it's about this woman who is determined to like buy a house in DC. And after 18 months of searching and offers like falling through all the time, she is willing to do whatever it takes to get the perfect house before it pops up on the market. So we've got some stalking involved, some befriending of the current owners of the house that she once involved, and trespassing and infiltration of their lives. And it's a little bit quirky and kooky and entertaining at the same time. So I'm excited to make some more progress in this one. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into our first sprint for the night. And I'll mute myself, get our timer pulled up, and we will chat again in 45 minutes. All right. Let me know how y'all did during our first sprint. I'm out of breath right now. I apologize. There's currently a queen size mattress in my library because we are supposed to have family spending the night tomorrow, and they were going to take an old mattress with them. And so we put it up here because we didn't have space for anywhere else in the house. But they're not coming until next weekend now. So I'm trying to like get it out of the way a little bit so I can film over the weekend, hopefully. So that's what I was doing during the last little bit of the sprint. And it's a queen size mattress, and I was using my muscles and doing it by myself. But I was working on that, and then I also got to page 110 of Best Offer Win, so I read about 40 pages, which is great. Making good progress, and I'm almost halfway through the book now, so may be able to finish this one tonight, but we'll see. Let me know how y'all did, and then we'll go ahead and jump into our next sprint shortly after. I drank some water after that workout that I did. Whew. Mattresses are heavy. That's all I'll say, especially when you're doing it by yourself. But it is done. It's over as far out of the way as it can be in my like loft setup where I can still sit in front of my bookshelves and film, and nobody should be able to see it. But let me know how y'all did, or if you just hopped in, what you're reading. And I'm gonna go through some of these comments. Let's see. Hello, welcome in. Reading The Bone Thief by Vanessa Lilly, since it's due back to Libby in a few days. I hope you're able to finish it up during sprints tonight. Looking forward to yours starting afterward, because I believe you are up next, correct? I'm going to confirm that right now. Yes, very excited. I'm hoping I'll be able to hop in for a little bit to watch yours, Atia, while I hopefully continue reading and getting ready for bed, but we'll see. I'll be reading The Bone Thief next month. Right now, I'm rereading Blood Sisters. Just saying hello. Jen got 22% going to have dinner. We'll be back. Have a great time eating. Take your time. Hello, Robin. Welcome into Sprints. Hello, Jamie. Also, welcome into Sprints. I got to 11% in Pronto by Elmore Leonard, an arc of a new edition of a classic crime novel. Very great. Love to see the progress. I got up to page 132. I know these books aren't for everyone, but I'm having a great time. So glad you're enjoying it. You've definitely motivated me to continue the series, and I'm so glad that you're loving it. I'm at 44% in Melinda West Monster Gunslinger, and I just got Mexican for dinner. So fun. I ate before sprints started, but I did get myself a little treat to eat later during these sprints. So at some point I'll have a little chocolate croissant that I'm gonna munch on with some fruit. Because I was like, it's Friday. I'm gonna go treat myself. So that is what I did when I picked up dinner, like some soup for my husband who is not feeling well downstairs. So excited to have that snack later. But I hope you enjoy your dinner. Let's see. Robin saying hello to Glenda. Appreciate y'all being here and hanging out. While I'm thinking about it, also, I need to pin. Let's see if I can go pin Jen's sprint playlist. That way y'all can get ready to hop on. Here we go. I'll just go ahead and pin our next sprint session, which is happening at 10 p.m. Eastern time. That is now pinned to the top of this chat if you want to go ahead and save that and turn on notifications for when the train reaches the next station, as we are calling it this month, which is very fun. Have been very much enjoying NetGalley November. Will I be able to get to 80% before the end of the year or before the end of the month? That is still up for debate, but we are certainly attempting it currently. I think we're going to go ahead and dive into our next sprint at 10 past, just so y'all know. So grab a drink, grab a snack while we're chatting here for a moment. But I think during the next sprint, I'm going to finish up my current chapter, which some of these chapters I'm a little bit thrown off I mean, it's not a big deal, but like some of these chapters are like 3 pages long, and then other ones are like 15 pages long. And I feel like typically in books, like there's kind of a consistent general length in the chapters, and these ones are all over the place. But I am very much enjoying this one so far, and I'm excited to see it release on Tuesday of next week. It's a little bit kooky, but also very addictive right now, and I'm definitely flying through the pages. But I have to read like 8 more pages to finish up this current chapter. um, sorry. And then I'm gonna swap over to my non-NetGalley arc, which is the writing retreat. And I'll be listening to the audiobook for this one while I run downstairs to do some change some laundry over and get some trash taken out to our dumpster because we got a new mattress yesterday and there's just cardboard everywhere. So I need to go clean that up during this next sprint, but I'll pop in my audiobook for this one. But I'm reading this one for a Bookmas vlog, and I won't tell what the idea is yet. It's nothing crazy, but this is book 2 out of 3 for a Bookmas vlog that I am filming. Um, because I'm trying to stay ahead of the game for when December hits next week, or I guess in a week and a half. Which is so crazy to say out loud. But yeah, trying to be ahead of the game for this one. Let's see. Hello, Mel. Welcome in. Let us know what you're reading. Finishing up the last 10% of The Devils. Definitely you'll get to finish it during these sprints. So happy you're here. Is this a NetGalley arc? Remind me. You may have been reading this one yesterday during sprints, but I have forgotten. So let us know if it's a NetGalley arc or just a regular book that you're reading. Cookies are done. Going to sit down for a few minutes before I think about tackling the sofa bed. So glad they're done, and hopefully they are delicious once they cool off. Sorry, y'all. I feel bad that I'm just hacking away over here, but whew, it's fine. Yes, it's a NetGalley arc. The book is already released, though. That's okay. It's so relatable. I have 59 arcs on my shelf, and 50 of them, probably, if not 55 of them, have already been released. And my oldest one is from 2020, December 29th of 2020, which is my birthday, actually. But yeah, that is my oldest one. So I will say though, I have already read 2 arcs this month that were older than my current oldest book. So I am going back and forth between newer releases and older releases, but I definitely get the it's already released. I'm just now reading it because that is very much me. Check the food section in the Discord for all the photos. Love that. I'll have to go check it out during sprints. Oh, here we go. Those look great. Crispy, flaky, buttery. Love that. I hope they are wonderful, Jesse. I am working on backlog a bit. Hidden Nature by Nora Roberts, 58%. Love that. And I'm excited for you to be able to make some progress during these sprints, hopefully. But with that being said, we are going to go ahead and dive into our next one in just one moment. Right now, actually, as the clock has changed. So we're going to go ahead and dive into our next one, and then we'll chat again, of course, afterward. Let me do these last 2 comments, though, first. I read to about page 150 and then started packing. It's crazy that y'all have already been on your trip for so long. I feel like y'all just left, but time also flies. But hopefully y'all were able to have fun together, even if it was with a little bit of sickness going on. Hello, hello. I am reading The Cruel Prince. Very fun. I hope you love it. All right, y'all, we're going to go ahead and dive into our next sprint, and we will chat again in 45 minutes. All right, everybody. Let me know how you did or what you did during that sprint. I was getting stuff done on the first floor, did some dishes, started the dishwasher, put a load in the dryer, and then started taking out the trash from our furniture purchase yesterday. But while I was doing that, I also got to chapter 7 in the writing retreat, and I'm definitely enjoying it now. I was a little bit confused during the first chapter or the first 2 chapters, but now that I'm 50 pages into it, definitely um yeah, into it more, and I'm excited to keep going with it. I'll probably go ahead and finish up my chapter and finish up some productivity things during our next sprint, and then I'm going to keep going with my physical arc that I have over there on that side of the room since I moved it during the last sprint. Let's see who has hopped in. Hello, Sammy. Welcome in. Just showered and putting on some pajamas, even though here in Arizona it's 5:40 p.m. I support that, honestly. Get cozy on a Friday night and just relax and maybe get some reading done. Hello, Shannon. Hello, Helen. I love the sprint background. Thank you so much. I cannot take credit for it, but it's a cute little addition to our readathon this month. Let's see, hello to everybody. Atia got to 44% in the Bone Thief and went through some shoes to donate to those in Jamaica. Lovely, amazing. 22% of Baron of Wall Street, says Shannon. Hello, Vanessa. Currently working on the engagement group. Love that. I'll be doing that tonight at some point also because I have not caught up with posts since yesterday afternoon. So that is on my to-do list at some point tonight or tomorrow morning. Let's see, Jess got to page 184. This is my last Frida book. I checked my library earlier and they already ordered Dear Debbie. I'm first in line for it. Then I'll be sad that I have no more Frida books to read. Well, lucky for you, at least she publishes a couple times a year. I'm sure as soon as Dear Debbie comes out, there'll be another announcement, which I also think it's crazy that I want to say the Crash, the Boyfriend came out last year, then the Crash came out earlier this year, and then The Intruder came out a couple weeks ago or like last month. And then I feel like the gap in between The Intruder and Dear Debbie is very small. So good for her, honestly. I support it. I know she has, like, she's mentioned that she has a lot of her, like, original ideas have been sitting in files and haven't been published yet. So I'd be curious to see if this is one of her, like, newer writings or, like, an older one that she's had. But I'll, of course, be reading it, even though The Intruder made me very upset. But it's fine. But honestly, good for you for reading every single book by an author because I can say that about Riley Sager, and I think that's all. I don't think I've read every single book by any other author except for him. And it was easy with him because I read his first books like 2 or 3 years after they were published, and he publishes one a year. So I binged Final Girls, Lock Every Door, and then from then on, I've just read a release every year. So it's been easy to catch up with his stuff. But otherwise, I cannot relate to that. Up to page 157. Love that. Just joining in. Welcome, welcome. 95% into the Devils and has some caramel chocolate cookies. Those sound delicious. Hello, hello. I was literally about to hit play on my audiobooks noted by Vanessa Allen at 90% currently, then I heard your voice. I hope I don't scare anybody. I do try to whisper because I have been jump scared many a time by the end of sprint. So, but hopefully we'll be able to finish it up during the next sprint, Vanessa. You're so close to being done. I'm sure there'll be a new Frida book out soon. I still have to get through a free, yeah. I have read probably, I don't know at this point, 15 or 16 of Frida's books. Some of them I love. Most of them I feel very average or strongly dislike personally. But the Housemaid series is one that I will stand on. I do think that's a very fun series. And I will be going to the movie when it comes out next month. But yeah, I think Dear Debbie, like, I don't know, that one sounds very interesting to me. So I'm sure I'll end up with my hands on a copy of it somehow. Love Riley Sager. Me too. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on his new book from this summer because I feel like that is the most widely unpopular one, or people either really like it or they really, really don't like it. So let me know how you felt about With a Vengeance. I personally loved it. But I will read anything that Riley Sager writes. My least favorite personally, if I'm being honest, is Home Before Dark, which I know is a very unpopular opinion, and my top tier one will always be Lock Every Door, which is also an unpopular opinion, but his books are also always just very fun. Everything I've read by him has been 3.5 stars or higher, so definitely have not disliked anything that he has written. And then I know his next book comes out, I want to say in June, which is typical for his releases every year. So I am looking forward to that one as well. But y'all, we're going to go ahead and jump into our next sprint in 3 minutes. I'm going to keep getting some stuff done before I dive back into my physical arc. I kind of feel like if I go get a coffee after sprints are over, I can maybe stay up and finish it tonight, which would feel really good. Because I can write a review for it and then be a step closer to my 80% goal for the month. But we'll see. I don't think I'm gonna end up leaving my house tomorrow except to ship some books that I sold today. So I may see if I can binge a book or two over the weekend because I don't have a ton of plans. That'd be very nice. I've heard Frida McFadden's books are quick to read, so I'm hoping to read some when I want to finish a book in hopefully 2 days or so. Yes, that is one thing that I will always like be that's one thing that I'll always give like a positive for is that her books are very quick and they are very addicting. Even when I'm not liking what's going on in them, or by the end I'm like, I feel let down, I will binge her books in 2.5 to 3.5 hours. They're so fast. And they're very easy to get into. So if you're looking for like escapism fiction, that might make you laugh sometimes and it's just like a little bit over the top, but in a thrilling and suspenseful way, I would personally recommend. Um, Again, I am a big lover and disliker of her books, but if you want some recommendations, I can give you some of my favorites. And then, but her backlist is so extensive, like you're certain to find something that you like. And not everything that she's written is a thriller. I know she had some satirical medical like fiction stories come out that were like satire before she started doing her thrillers. So I haven't read those and I probably won't, but I know that Jess has read them and enjoyed most, if not all of them. The closest one that I got to medical content was Brain Damage, which was still a mystery, but it was very like medically oriented or centered around being in a hospital and like brain damage and things like that. So Jess did really enjoy the medical humor books that she wrote. I don't know if I'll ever read them or not. I am on a mission to finish her entire backlist, which I'm almost caught up on. I have to read like the one with the red door on the cover and then The Perfect Son and You Want to Know a Secret, but I think I'm almost done with her books. So I'm getting there. Brain Damage was a perfect blend of medical humor with a thriller aspect. I did like it. I gave it 3 stars. It was a fun time, but 3 stars is pretty normal for me if I'm being honest. So yeah, I do agree with that. Yeah, so she used to be a surgeon or a doctor in some capacity, and so her first books are based off, I think medical, yeah, medical humor, medical satire books. And then she shifted into thrillers, I guess. I'm acting like I'm a pro on Frida McFadden, and I'm not. Um, I've just learned this kind of like by reading so many of her books, and I think that's all accurate, but I'm pretty sure she was a doctor before she started writing. So that's why she publishes so much every year. I've also heard because she's been writing for so many years, but just never published until like the past, I don't know, 7 or 8 years. So would recommend for the most part. I can confirm I'm also not a pro. Yeah, but we've both read so much at this point that I feel like kind of in the know a little bit. But I do recommend. And if you want Rex, let me know. I can give you my like top three. Yeah. Yes, that is at least I'm pretty sure the backs of her, like the blurbs on the backs of her books say that I'm pretty sure she was a doctor. I think my mom told me that too because she's become a big Frida McFadden fan. So I don't follow with the hype all the time. Like I'm not one to fall for the hype, with every single thing, but with Frida McFadden, I have fallen for the hype a little bit with some of her books. And then yeah, I will recommend. I will type out a list during these sprints because we're going to go ahead and dive into our next one, Helen, but I will send a list in the chat so you can save them and check them out yourself. They are all on KU, I'm pretty sure as well. So if you have a Kindle and use Kindle Unlimited, would recommend. I'm a McFan and proud of it. So relatable. Kind of for me personally. Half and half. It depends on the day and what book I'm thinking about at the time. But all right, y'all, we're going to go ahead and dive in. A minute late. It doesn't matter though. We're going to read for another 45 minutes and then we'll chat once more and then we'll do one more sprint before Atia starts at 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. Central Time. Happy reading. Grab a drink, grab a snack, and we will chat in a little while. everybody. That next sprint is done. Let me know how y'all did or what you did during that one. I got to page 130 of best offer wins and page, I don't know, 54 of the writing retreat. So I did make some progress during that sprint. My husband also just woke up from a nap with a fever, so I need to go run and get him some stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and do my last sprint, because that is what I'm on the clock for, but then I will be hopping off probably right at 9 p.m. Central Time so that I can run and go grab him some stuff from the store that he needs before they close for the night. So, kind of a bummer that he is sick this weekend, but thankfully we're not doing anything and hopefully he gets better before all the holiday stuff next week. So, yeah, but let me know how y'all did. We're gonna go ahead and jump into our last sprint in just a couple minutes. And I'll see once we're done chatting what our timing will look like so we can chat, wrap things up here, and then let Atia start the next session. So yeah, let me know how y'all did. During that sprint, I let Helen know what my favorite Frida books were, and then Jess gave her recommendations, which I do agree with you on the teacher and the housemaid series. Vanessa got some work done and going to head to bed soon. Love that. Also, I saw your comment in the Discord, Vanessa, about being a grandma and going to bed super early. I can totally relate to that. When I used to work the 6:45 shift every single day, I would go to bed at like 8:45 at night. So definitely can relate. Got to page 172 and remembered I needed to do more laundry. Go be productive. Gotta love it. Got to 53% in the Bone Thief and decided to DNF one of my NetGalley reads. I'm at 42% and not interested in circling back to it. So fair. And then write your review for it. Yes. To say why you didn't enjoy it. But love the progress that you've made regardless. Got to page 229. Sorry about your husband. My tween started off with something else, but they have a low grade fever now. Hoping both of our people feel better soon. Yes, for sure. There's just something about this time of year that hits everybody with the sickness, you know? I should be making a sofa bed, but I've been knitting. Honestly, I support the knitting. It has been years since I've knit anything, but I remember really enjoying it when I was into that hobby. And watching reaction videos to the Sunrise on the Reaping trailer. What in the world? I did not even know that the trailer came out. Well, I know what I will be doing during this next sprint, because that book only made me cry when I read it earlier this year. I'm gonna have to go watch that, y'all. We're gonna have to start our next sprint soon because I need to go watch the trailer. Finish the Devils. The final battle scenes were so gory, and I'm so sad because I lost some of my favorite characters. That is so sad. I'm so sorry. But also, authors just love to hurt us, you know? But I hope you enjoyed it still, regardless. Um, well, Jesse has inspired me to go watch that trailer. Um, and we're gonna go ahead and just dive into our last sprint at the hour, I guess. And we'll read for 50 minutes this time. Atia, as long as you're good with starting on the hour, like the next hour, that should work out great. And then I'll have to hop off to run to the grocery store to get my husband some things for his fever. We're just a mess over here in this household, and it's fine though. Everything is great. I think during this last sprint, I will need to go get an official list of things from my husband for what he needs from the store. And then I'm going to watch the Hunger Games trailer. And then I'm also going to keep reading this one because I am now officially over halfway through. And if I have the energy, which I think I'm going to go get a coffee when I go to the grocery store for my husband to get stuff for him, I may stay up late tonight and finish it, which would be rare for me. I'm usually a 9:30, 10 o'clock kind of girl. Now that my schedule is like not 6:45 every single day, during the week, but I like to go crazy sometimes and, stay up late finishing a book. So that may be my game plan while Atia sprinting in an hour or so. So I can hop on and chat with everybody still while we all continue reading tonight, potentially. Don't forget that I do have the next sprint pinned to the chat, I believe. Thanks to Christina for sharing that. It should be pinned at the top of this live sprint chat, whatever side it's on. I don't understand the mirroring and everything like that, but it should be up there so y'all can get prepped for those sprints coming in an hour. But in 2 minutes, we're just going to go ahead and dive into our final sprint for the night, for my side, for my sprints at least, before we continue on with the next live show. Let's see. Hello, hello. Welcome to our last sprint from me for tonight. We're going to go ahead and get started in just a moment. And I'm sure I'll be running around again during the sprint with my husband getting his stuff and then getting some reading done, hopefully. I will say it is kind of nice that we have this mattress up here in my library because I've just been sitting on the mattress reading and it's so much more comfortable than my reading chair is or this desk chair. So having it up here takes up like half of the room, but it is kind of nice at the same time. So I'll take advantage of it tonight. While I'm up here reading and just am able to get comfier while that mattress is sitting up here. So can't complain, I guess, about it. Let's see. I've been lurking. Hello, hello, Coda. So glad you're able to hang out for a little bit. Yeah, we've been using the timer that you made. So I'll pop that up in a second. It's very cute. I've gotten some compliments on it. And we love it so much. Let's see. Hello, hello. Welcome in just in time for our final sprint of the evening. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me change the clock to 50 minutes. That way we can chat a little bit before Atia starts at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. Central Time. Let me change the clock really fast. I feel like every time I understand Flocus, which is like the countdown timer website that we use, everything changes or like the location of places change and then I get confused again. But okay, I think we're good to go. Also want to mention this comment right here, Spy Family, so good. Love that manga series. I hope you're enjoying it. And Quicksilver, I hope you're loving that one too. I have not read it yet, but maybe I'll get to it someday. But happy reading, y'all. This is my final sprint for the night. 50 minutes. We're going to go ahead and dive in, and then we'll do a final run through of everything that we got done during the sprint at the end before Atia starts. So happy reading. Grab a drink, grab a snack, and we'll chat in a little while. Everybody, let me know how y'all did or what you did during our final sprint of the evening. I got to page 162 of my book and officially have like 110 pages left, so I'm getting close to the finish line and plan to finish this one up tonight after I get back from the store, getting my husband some things to help with his fever, hopefully. But yeah, let me know how y'all did, and then we'll chat for a few minutes until Atia is ready to start. Again, the next live show is pinned to the top of this chat if you are ready to keep reading for a couple more hours. Yeah, because we'll be continuing on in just a couple minutes with some more reading sprints over on Booking It with Atia. So feel free to go get ready for those. I'm seeing Christina is commenting all the links and everything over there right now. So we'll be getting ready to go hang out some more over there very soon. But let me make sure I don't miss any comments. Sammy missed the last chatting bit, but all good. Got a call from one of my uncles to talk to him, but before that, finished getting ready, had cereal. Dakota saying hello to everybody. Thank you for the free direct. The housemaid is always out at the library, but I'm hoping to find it while I'm there at some point, of course. And maybe more of her, like, not underrated books because she's a very overhyped author, but like some of her not as popular books maybe will be available and could be a great starting place too. I feel like I'm trying to think of like the more indie ones that I've read. The Surrogate Mother is more like it was re-released at least in the US with a publisher, but I know that was indie released first. I don't know if that one is more widespread or available. But hopefully there's some other ones on the shelf that you'd be able to check out very soon. Say hello to everybody. Hello, Rose. I'm back after a wild week of classes. Tonight I'm crocheting a Thanksgiving sweater and listening to the audiobook of Circe. It is getting interessante. So fun. I hope you enjoy it. I've heard that book, as well as just the author in general, writes very emotional stories between that and the Song of Achilles. So hope you love it. Hello. Let's see. Shannon just finished Leftovers and watched a little of Ken Burns' American Revolution. Very fun. Yes, so to answer Glenda's question vocally as well, this is my last scheduled session for November. I am officially in prep mode for Back to Kindle, which is an e-reader digital readathon that I co-host in December for 2 weeks. If you're not sick of NetGalley books or digital reads, by the end of this month, like feel free to come hang out with us over there. That's a 2-week long readathon before the holidays hit in the back half of the month. So I will be going live for that readathon with Stasia several times hopefully, but this is my last official NetGalley sprint unless there ends up being a hole that I'm able to fill between now and the end of the month. Sorry. But yeah, this is my last for the month, which is crazy that we're already here because I feel like November just started. But here we are already on the 21st or 22nd depending on where you are in the world. Thank you so much for joining in, Jess. We appreciate you being here. It is hard to believe that November is winding down. It's so crazy. And then the holidays hit, and then it's just chaos from now until the end of the year, which I'm here for, but it definitely becomes a lot for sure. And I'm very honored and appreciate being able to be a co-host this month and just be able to host some reading sprints for y'all to be able to hang out and read for a while. Was not feeling well after supper, so I laid down for a bit, still debating being upright. I'm so sorry. I definitely feel that. Do what's best for you, and I hope you get some rest this weekend. I have to cough again one moment. It's frustrating, y'all. It very much is. 33% of my Baron of Wall Street. I went hunting for December readathons. Thanks for the sprints. If you're looking for one, I do have an announcement video on my channel for Back to Kindle. It's called Back to Kindle for the aesthetic. You certainly don't have to read on a Kindle, though. I actually use a books device, just like the Kindle app on my books. So feel free to come join us though if you're interested. Didn't read that sprint, ate dinner instead. Homemade chicken Alfredo. That sounds amazing, honestly. Yeah, so sorry you're not feeling well. Definitely get some rest this weekend. Yes, and we are going to go ahead and keep reading in just a moment with Atia. Got 29% in good hair days, finished paying bills, and ordered my 2026 planner. Love that. I just ordered mine. It's sitting, I just got it like for $10 from like for cheap. And it's very plain, but it's sitting right here on the shelf. And I'm excited to start using it once January 1st hits. I used to buy planners that had like September 2025 all the way through the end of next year, but the ones that I liked only had January through December of 26. So that's just what I bought, but not that I looked that hard, but yeah, the one that I ended up going with is only 12 months, which is fine, but I am excited to start using it. The goal is to actually like use it the entire year because I always start a planner and then I don't ever finish it, but it's fine. Everything's great. Once again, Christina is sharing all of the links from TBRs to updates to maybe reading vlogs are in like the co-hosts update videos maybe. I don't know what all is in there. I haven't checked out that playlist specifically recently. Amber read about 10 pages now making dinner. Love that. Finished the first volume of Spy Family. Went straight to the second one. Super cute. Quicksilver is good so far. So glad you're loving Spy Family. I think I made it through like 8 or 9 volumes before I stopped. Not because I wasn't liking it. I think like library holds or Libby holds just weren't coming through and I kind of forgot about the series, but they're so fun and I'm so glad you enjoyed the first one. Yeah, so sorry you're not feeling well, Christina. 27% into Circe by Madeline Miller. Got my book haul video scheduled for tomorrow morning and made it to page 30 of 325, and Eleanor Oliphant is completely fine. Love it. I cannot wait to watch your book haul. I'll probably save it to my watch later for a couple days because that's where all the videos go until I'm able to watch them. But we always love a good book haul. So love that you're able to get that done, Kelly. Yes, feel better soon. Mostly read digital these days. I'm looking forward to your readathon. So happy to have you, Mel. Let me know. I'll be keeping an eye, I guess, on the Discord that we have and our registration form, and we'll get you on a team. And it'll be great. So that video is a pretty recent upload if anybody else wants to join. Not like officially plugging it here, but if y'all are interested, I do host that every year in December from the 1st through the 14th, and then we have a month-long round in June. So it's a twice-a-year readathon. Thank you for being here, Christina. Hope you start feeling better. Yes, of course. It's been so much fun. Appreciate y'all letting me hang out with you guys. Here's the official sprint playlist. Atia, I'm waiting for you if you are here. So let me know when you're ready to go. I'll shoot a message over here too. Let me make sure there's no comments. I know I got a lot more comments very quickly. Okay, let me send a message. I am to stop when we're good to go. Okay, I just messaged or put a message on Atia's live sprint live chat. Yes, get prepared for the next live sprints, y'all. Thank you so much for joining, Mel. Thank you for being here, Shannon. Thank you, Glenda. So sorry. I'm going to go ahead, though, and wrap things up. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much. I'm going to go take care of my husband now, though. He is my priority with his sickness. Good luck finishing your book, Glenda. I know you'll be able to do it. So glad you're able to join us, Helen. Listen to a little bit of the Tenant audiobook, but have you return to Libby. That's on Hoopla. I love Hoopla more than Libby personally, just with the wait times, but hopefully you'll be able to restart it and then finish it. Hello, hello. Hope you're having a great day as well. Thank you, Glenda. Appreciate y'all so much. Thank you guys for being here. Perfect. Atia's ready, so I'm gonna go ahead and end my stream. The ads have started over here, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all on Atia's sprints, hopefully